Happy Friday, everybody. We had a really dynamic coffee chat today. The three key topics we covered, they were all really related, were doing virtual reunions, doing activities in Mural that might cater more to academics or people who are really looking for productivity as well as engagement. And then we also had wanted to build in the concept of visual thinking using Mural. So of course we touched on virtual energizers, and I'll just point out I love this Mural blog on online warm-ups and energizers. I get inspiration from this all the time, and I believe that they update it, as well as, and this hasn't been sent out in a while, but start a Google Doc to collect virtual energizers from multiple sources. Feel free to use this document, or let me know if you want a link to it. And it's got lots of ideas. Lots of people have added to this. It's in alphabetical order. You can add your own ideas to it as well. And at the bottom, there's a whole bunch of links for other energizers. So we covered a lot in that. And we covered in particular Visual Explorer, which comes from Center for Creative Leadership. And we covered ways to adapt that. So you might use this. Choose an image that represents yourself if you were a photo. And these were actually images that were pre-sent in, but you had to tell a story from somebody else's photo, which is pretty cool. And then at the end, you find out who actually submitted that photo. And yes, somebody did actually submit this, and there was a funny story around photo number 5. Sheep scale. If you were a sheep, how do you feel today? And using animals. So choose an image that represents how you would feel if you were one of these animals. So you can build your own image library. And then the key is that to make it quote unquote productive or meaningful, it's all about this. It's about the reflection questions and the transition statements. If you just do pick an image and move on, then that activity stands out there and it doesn't connect. You need to choose whatever prompt you use very intentionally based on whatever you're trying to do. Choose an image that represents where you want our company to go in the future, and then host a reflection. What does this say about our values? And that's how you really ensure that the activity connects to purpose. So come up, if you don't have time to guide a whole reflection because you only gave 5 minutes for this energizer, what can you say at the end of that activity to make sure that people understand what it's all about? So check out, we just did show and tell. You can say something like, it's amazing to see what you all chose as objects in your workspace that hold meaning for you. And I can really see that we all strongly value family. Now let's have a deeper conversation about where we would like to go. And I'd like for you to bring in what we just learned from this activity. That is a transition statement. There's beauty in the transition, and you need to think about them in your agendas. So we talked about the importance of laughter and how important laughter is. Let me scroll down to where it is. We talked about laughter opens up a group for dialogue, and laughter has a tangible effect of increasing the social capital that somebody has so that people are more able to have open conversations that they need to have. So laughter has a point. It's purposeful. Now I have to show you, because you know you're seeing the Nicolas Cage images. I was going to leave this for last, but pick your Nick. This is brought to you by Jim, who actually joined us from Mural today and introduced us to which Nicolas Cage are you today. We thought this was hilarious, and pick your Nick. I hope that you build this into your next agenda, and please tell us how it goes. We also talked about movement as an energizer, and movement. If you do stretching, everybody shares a stretch. Here's some things to think about. Movement is vulnerable. I've even heard people say that dancing is the most vulnerable thing you can do with your body, other than you know what between the sheets. So there you go. Movement is so vulnerable. Incorporating movement, needs to be done with intention and with a knowledge of what the group is ready for. I love Kelly King. She has a moving dialogues technique. She actually builds in movement to strategic planning and does it extraordinarily well. It's amazing. Now, if you're going to do a stretching energizer, you can make the camera optional. People can talk through the stretch if they're not comfortable moving in front of the screen. Focusing on upper body movements, neck stretches, shoulder movements are less vulnerable if a group isn't ready for it than your hips. And if people feel more comfortable moving their hips or moving their lower body, then of course, invite them to stretch with any part of their body that they want. And then I'll say this, never shaming, always inviting. And so keep that in mind if you're going to do a mural or movement energizer. And then this one, find a picture of the stretch that you want to do on mural. So then you're not even having to have people be on camera moving, that they can use an image to do that for them. And then I want to point out, lastly here, that Jim shared with us a mural retreat and a blog post about how Mural led their own virtual offsite. And he said that it took a team of 10, 2 months to put it together. But he said the important thing is the mindset that you bring to it. So in this case, they actually had an activity where people got their passport stamped. There was somebody dressed up as a captain. There were pre-sent Zoom backgrounds that in order to give people this feeling like they were traveling around the world. So this mural offsite blog, you can check it out. The title of it is 2020 Mural World Tour as inspiration for your next event. So it was a really wonderful episode. Takeaway today, I think Linda said it best. If you're trying to sell or get clients thinking about how to use Mural more, then there was a lot of great nuggets just from this session alone. And hopefully, I've given you some in this video that you can use to help demonstrate the value of both energizers and using a tool like this. So hope you like this video. Coffee chats will resume on March 5th. We are redesigning our website. We'll launch our website on March 5th along with our coffee chats. So please head over to our website, dancingwithmarketers.com/events, and you can register for all of the events in March right now. They're all posted on our website, dancingwithmarketers/events. Hope to see you all soon. If you like this video, please give us a like. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more, and I look forward to seeing you soon.